Huff, huff. Arg, how did I get into this pickle? Why? Why did I do that? That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake, if you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. She celebrates Christmas. Stop it. Don't talk about her like that. It wasn't me. I didn't. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. "5 years earlier, Mia Fey, second trial. Phew, it's finally time. I'm kind of nervous." Ahem. Oh, Mr. Grossberg, good morning. Ah, Mia, please calm yourself down. You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know. Ho, 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 ho. What are you talking about? I am relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Look at me, I'm relaxed. Yes, but I have handcuffs right here. Let go of my lapples. Humph, you obviously haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer. I mean, I'm so sorry, it's just that I'm so nervous today. Oh, that's right. This is your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Well, never you fear, my dear. I, Marvin Grossberg, am at your service. Did we know his name was Marvin before? Mia and Marvin and Maya? Actually, this is my second time in court. Yes, but it's your first time as a lawyer. Still, you surprised me. What, with your earnest request last night? Let me handle this case, you suddenly said, and quite forcefully, too. I just found out yesterday about the case, I mean. What, and you've already learned all the relevant facts? Well, about that. You see, I mean, of course I have, I think. Oh dear. In any case, don't let our clients see you're so nervous. Can we look? Oh shit. You see the poor young man in the pink sweater over there? That's our client. Oh man, this is relevant. Cough, sniffle, good morning there, everybody. Okay, but it said... When it said 5 years earlier, did it mean 5 years earlier from what we just saw that was going on with Phoenix? Or did it mean 5 years earlier from the main timeline of the games that we've been following so far? I guess we'll find out. God, good morning. Yep. It'll be fine, no prob. Whoa, the animations. Oh, what's wrong? Do you have a cold or something, Mr. Rye? Actually, it's right. Like the Flying Brothers. People screw it up all the time. And yes, I have a cold. That's what this mask is for. My doc says this way I won't give it to anyone else. Be kind to others, he says. Right, Mr. Wright, you have nothing to fear in court today. And you didn't tell your doctor that it goes against your freedom? As a citizen of the world? Like, wow. Sheep. If my name is Mia Fey, I'm still pretty new at this lawyer thing. The first time I appeared in court was a year ago. Same judge, but that trial... If the judge has hair, I'll be so happy. But that trial traumatized me so badly, I thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom. Please, Harry Judge, it's been 1 year since then. And well, here I am again. But this time I'm going to win. For my client, and for myself, for all of our sakes. Aww. Court is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Whoa! Is that a new sprite kind of thing going on? Oh man, cool. I really was reacting to how different she looked. I wasn't reacting to these. Like, I really was reacting to how different her face looks. Alright. Still, I'm not, you know, whatever. Like, you know what? They put a fucking thing on the stand. It's fine. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Oh, you have hair, though! Oh, man! The defense today is, Miss Mia Fey, was it? Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem? I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was to be leading the defense. Yes, well, you see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency. Emergency? But isn't that him standing there? Yes, well, he can no longer talk. It's true, Your Honor, I can. Well, okay. You're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this? Don't let him scare you, Mia. Give him your toughest look. Oh, terrifying. Of course, Your Honor. I think... Oh, she does the same hand slam that Phoenix does. That's where he learned it from. It's a tough look. Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Well, well, well. I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend his time babysitting a new defense lawyer. Don't worry, little girl. It will all be over soon. What was that all about? Was he trying to trash talk me? Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of events on the day in question. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. The murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow. He was a fourth-year student studying pharmacology. Oh, because swallow pill? Sounds like he was a very bright young man. Yes, well, next we have a photo taken at the scene of the crime. Students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body. And the defendant, who had obviously bungled his getaway, they then called the police. That certainly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed. What was that, like the torn wire up top? Very well. The court accepts this photo into the record as evidence. Slam fucking dunk. What's going on with the torn electrical cable? Were they just standing having a conversation and it like came down and like tased him and Phoenix was like, oh man, I hope he's okay. Oh man, he's fucking dead. And like, did it hit the umbrella? Can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo. Hee hee hee. Your reputation for sagacity is well earned, Your Honor. The truth is that this victim died a rather unusual death. An unusual death? What do you mean, Mr. Payne? Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question. Huh? A simple question. I thought I might loosen you up a bit. I'm a genteel man, if you will. A what? Stand up to him, Mia. Show him what you're made of. Perfect opportunity. Well, what was it? Oh, I'm also the judge. The cause. Go on. Yes, let's go for lunch. Please say you know at least as much. I'm sorry, I didn't get a chance to read through the whole file. Groan. My hemorrhoids are beginning to act up. What the fuck, dude? And now see here. Wait, didn't you mention your hemorrhoids before? The details of the case are filed under the court record. But you've had hemorrhoids for 5 years? Now then, would the attorney for the defense please answer the question? What was the cause of death? Electrocution. According to the court record, it was a fatal electric shock. In other words, electrocution. Electrocution? Oh, but how could such a thing happen? We don't fucking know, but did the murderer use some type of new, super powerful stun gun, perhaps? The answer to that will become crystal clear as this trial proceeds, Your Honor. But before that, there is one more vital issue. What's that? Why, motive, of course. Apparently, there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant. Bad blood? What do you mean? Oopsie, I'm terribly sorry. Oopsie, whoopsie. You're the defense attorney, so you must know all about it. Now then, let's hear from the defense. What was the source of the bad blood between the victim and the defendant? And this time, I would like to see some supporting evidence. Evidence? No need to get all worked up over this. As I said, all our weapons can be found in the court record. Find the evidence you need and then shove it into old Greybeard's face. Aw, man! Yes, sir, into old Greybeard's face. Mr. Grossberg. Try to set a better example for the young lady. Only you can call me that. Oh, now then, let's see what you've got. Show me what you got. What was the cause of the bad blood between Phoenix Wright and the victim? Alright, so we go to profiles. And probably the girl. Dalia Hawthorne, age 20. Phoenix Wright's girlfriend dated the victim Doug Swallow up until 8 months ago. Alright, I'm guessing it's just this. The reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here. Dalia Hawthorne, is it? Very good, Miss Faye. You seem to have picked up on at least this much. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant Phoenix Wright. Girlfriend, though? Like, Phoenix? But up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow. Damn, Phoenix confirmed to be canonically bi. Respect. Clearly she has some part to play in the story. Very well, Mr. Payne. Please call your first witness. If it pleases the court, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? The defendant himself? Well, Miss Faye. It's fine. After all, Mr. Wright is innocent, right? The court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Oh, yes, my name is Phoenix Wright. My job is, well, right now I guess I'm a suspect. No, he means what did you do before you were arrested? I was in jail. Oh, achoo, it shows you Mr. Wright, you understand that you were suspected? Shit, but I didn't do it. I'm innocent, I tell you. I'm telling you, I was achoo, cough. Would the defendant please refrain from passing on his cold to the rest of us? It seems the witness has something he wants to say. Well then, Mr. Wright, please tell us about your relation to the victim. Right away, Your Honor. I love how they're never gonna have to explain why it is that the judge didn't recognize Phoenix before, because it's the judge. He's just in one eye out the other, the victim and I. I admit I was there, but I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. Okay, I think you're lying, Phoenix. You're going too hard. I see. So you hardly knew the victim. Right, like I said, I'm not a killer. Phew, it looks like the judge understands. Oof, you're being naive, you know. Too naive. Huh? It seems that you've forgotten one small thing, young lady. And that would be evident. This witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination. Cross-examination? Oh man, I heard of this in the lawyer books. If a witness is lying, their statements will conflict with the court record. But Mr. Wright is my client. Even if he is your client, in court, all lies must be struck down. Sure, as a lawyer, that is your duty, you see. What does he mean by that? Is he saying that testimony just now, that there was a lie, a contradiction? Now then, your cross-examination, if you please, Miss Fay. Please, Mr. Wright, tell me you haven't been lying. Oh, I have. My name's not even Phoenix. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? Does the P stand for Phoenix? Like, is he just like, wears his own name? I admit I was there, but I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. He was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt. Okay, I'm guessing it has to be that. All right, so we're gonna present the crime scene photo that he doesn't have it, unless we go to the profiles first. Wait, what am I doing? I'm a lawyer. Does this evidence establish that the defendant is lying? No, don't ask me. You're the one who's supposed to know. Oops, sorry. This is all still kind of new to me. Well, I've got something new for you too. A new penalty. Objection. This isn't going to suit this. Okay, it has to be that.
Objection!
Are you certain you saw the Union Jack? Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back. Miss Fay, is there some point to this line of questioning? Your Honor, please take another look at the crime scene photo. Your Honor. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing on the victim's back. Hey, wait a minute. He's wearing a leather jacket. The Union Jack was on the back of the t-shirt he was wearing. I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You'd have no idea at all what he was wearing underneath that jacket. What is this music? That's right. You've been lying to me. Shit. Please forgive me. Wow. This is our hero, everybody. Mia, you've made our client cry. Let him. That P on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix anyway. I can't believe I trusted him. Mr. Wright was all wrong. By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it? Yeah, I took some, but was the medicine that you took an over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X? Yeah, that's right. It kills colds good. Hey, wait a second. How did you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X? He. Would you happen to have that medicine with you right now? What? Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere. He lost it? Does this even have anything to do with the case? Did you lift fingerprints from it or something? Like, where's this going? Mr. Wright, shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now? It's in my ass. Huh? Your Honor, I'd like you to take a look at another photo from the crime scene. Oh my god! Well, what's this? In the victim's hand, it's Cold Killer X. The victim had a cold too and had his own bottle of Cold Killer. Okay, where are you going with this, Mr. Payne? I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work. There's no doubt as to who this bottle of Cold Killer X belongs to, because Phoenix wrote his name on it. Especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints are all over it. What? Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence. Very well. The court will accept them into the record. Crime photo 2 added to the court record. Cold Killer X added to the court record. Well, Mr. Wright, you have some kind of explanation for all of this. Ugh. I'm secretly a robot. This is really bad. Oh, my buttocks. My poor, poor hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids is a weird word. What really happened? The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department. Is that what the P stands for? So we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. We talked for a bit, and then at around 3, we split up. Then later, when I went back, I found him lying there. I've been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days, but I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. Mr. Wright, that's completely different from the testimony you gave previously, and luckily for you, that's just fine in this court. What really happened? He was in the pharmacology department, so he agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 2:45? Yeah, and we were both there right on time. You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct? Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. That's why he took the Cold Killer X. Everyone called him the Alchemist of IVU. Alchemist? I see. Fucking Full Metal. Fitted right in Moncton. So what was it you were talking about? The new stadium. You know, a chew cough that maybe we should hang out again sometime. Hang out again sometime? I wish that were true. Hey, meet me so we can talk about how we should hang out. So you say you went back. Yeah, that's when I found the body. Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Weren't you angry with him? Well, that's right, I was. Then why, Mr. Wright? Why did you go back? I thought maybe we could make up. The fuck, Phoenix? But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. On the day of the incident, what did you do for lunch? Huh? What does that have to do with anything? You can never be too sure. I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us. And also Doug. I think that's enough for now. So the defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of his death. And then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason. I'm not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either. Did he give one? Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted. What do you mean? It was foolproof. Humph. However, there is one mystery that still remains. How the fuck did he kill him? There is, Your Honor. How the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct? Well, that is, you are correct, Your Honor. So how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could still come out of this mess smelling like a rogue. As for the cause of death, I'd say this picture captures it quite well. What? But there is nothing that even remotely resembles a murder weapon here. I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in a bit more detail. Miss Faye, where exactly in the photo is the murder? Really, Judge? Well, naturally, it's right here. That's what is that? Some sort of snake? A severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've heard? The machines the pharmacology students use in their experiments require high voltage, and because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere. So then, the high voltage cable? Yes, that is the most likely explanation. That certainly sounds plausible. Wouldn't any cable that's running electricity around a place be able to kill you? Like, you know what? I don't know enough about that. Anything that's powering a street or anything like that would certainly, but whatever. It was Dalia. She cut the cable, trying to kill both of them because she's sick of both of their shit. That much is certainly true. Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. Irrefutable proof that will establish that Mr. Wright was the murderer. You do? Well, what is it? His fingerprints. Fingerprints? You mean that the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine bottle? Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. As you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well. Ah, you mean... Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket, the palm print of the defendant's very own hand. What? I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. He touched him. Intent on murder, he squarely pushed the victim toward the severed electrical cable that he severed earlier and let it hang there, and Doug was like, oh shit, I wonder what that's behind me. It doesn't matter, let's just carry on this conversation. Order, that's enough. I think we can conclude that there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination. Really? Stick a fork in us, we're done. Mr. Grossberg, my hemorrhoids never lie. The show's so... That's a weird Shakira parody. No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt. Your Honor, at this time, I prepared to render a verdict in this case. Damn. Do you have something further to add, Miss Faye? Is this what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict. But I can't. I just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be... It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me. But Miss Faye, I don't have a cold. No matter what it is you have to say. I believe in you, and I'll represent you to the very end. Wow. We've already established the defendant's guilt. There's no further need for him to say anything. Cough, cough. Wait a minute, Mr. Wright. I'll tell you what really happened. But I've already told you, Mr. Wright, there's no need for further cough. Alright. Brace for bullshit. I did it. I admit it. I pushed him. It's my fault. And then he was hurt, so I gave him some of my cold killer X to perk him up. What you just said? Was that the truth? Yes, I was afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure. Well, that's what I think. Well, as things currently stand, we're all absolutely convinced you are. Please give me one more chance to explain. This time I swear I'll tell the whole truth. It'll be okay, won't it, Miss Faye? I believe in you. You're pretty fucked, Phoenix. Oh, thank you. I still can't believe it. He really did push the victim. Feels like my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem shh. When I pushed the victim. So what kinds of things did Mr. Swallow say to you? He said all sorts of terrible things about Dolly. He said that she was a bad girl. Oh man. Is that all? Yep. Well, Miss Faye, you heard him yourself. Damn, no wonder he wanted her back. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A loud noise? And what would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright? It was this bird carrying a fucking chainsaw going toward the cables up above our head. But I was like, oh, I don't know what that's all about. And I just walked away. I'm not sure, but it was really loud. It was like, snap, you know, come to think of it. I wonder what that was. How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack. Aha, could it have been? Yes, could it have been? Hurry up and tell us. Dolly. When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding. He fell right on top of it, and it broke. That was probably the noise I heard. An umbrella, huh? And did that umbrella belong to the victim? No, the umbrella actually went really high up in the air, went on the cable, and that was just enough to snap it. Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella, cheap and frail, kind of like the owner. Dude, you're on trial for killing him. Again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. I was totally soaked to the bone. Okay, so I think it's in the picture. The umbrella's here, so how was he under it? He must have gotten back up again after that, right? Also, he's on his stomach, whereas Phoenix said he knocked him on his back, but maybe that's not really important.
Objection!
Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning? Come on, if I had mentioned that, I would have been able to counter the prosecution's arguments earlier. What do you mean by that? Taking a look at the crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole. You're absolutely right. The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive. No! Order! 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 The victim! He moved! Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo, where is it now? Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene. Oh, do we get to see young Gumshoe? I want to present it as evidence immediately. Umbrella added to the court record, owned by the victim, found broken near an electrical pole at the crime scene. But the umbrella could have simply been blown there by the wind. According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There's simply no way it could have been blown there by the wind. What is this Final Fantasy music? I know this matter of the umbrella seems relatively trivial, but as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment. Sure. No. Time for a recess? I must say, I still find it hard to believe that a huge hole has been blown in the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony. Phoenix testimony adds to the court record. The victim fell on top of his umbrella. There was a loud sound when this happened. Well done, Mia. Hee. Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about? Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. It was foolish to think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone. I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying. Let me guess. You have another witness. Exactly, and this witness's testimony will be incontrovertible. Incontrovertible. Well, who is this witness? Miss Dalia Hawthorne. Dalia Hawthorne? You don't mean Dolly? I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover is a witness to the whole thing. Oh man, she's gonna throw us under the bus! Oh, she tried to kill us both. That's right. She was the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Was she trying to kill Phoenix because she wanted to go back with Doug Swallow? Oh man. Look at your sweater, Phoenix. It conducts electricity. She set this up. She just hit the wrong person. I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear. Damn, why are there all these wires in my shirt that you made for me, Dolly? Bad news? You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this. You can't be serious. Mia, what do you mean by that? I think this is a good point for us to stop at. Court will now enter a 20-minute recess. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dalia Hawthorne. Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there. It's alright. At least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright. Oh. Sorry, I have to move. My neck hurts from looking at the screen at this angle. Oh. So I guess I can start to relax then, huh? Relax, my boy. You can't be serious after hiding such important facts. But the next witness is my Dolly, right? She'll clear me. Nope. She'll save me. I just know she will. Why do you think that? Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life. That's why. The love of your life. Huh. Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dalia Hawthorne? Sure, no problem. Dolly and we first met about 8 months ago right here in this very courthouse. Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side. Anyway, what is this? Is this the Kingdom Hearts crossover? One day, she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. Sure, as soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here, take a look at this. She gave this to me the day we met as a symbol of our love. Okay, what the fuck is going on? She had been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off. But before she gave it to me, she said, I want you to carry this. So she gave it to you as a present, I see. This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little Dolly. Is it her gamer bathwater? It certainly is a little bottle, alright. It makes me so happy. I show it to everyone I meet. It's lightning in a bottle. I want to share my happiness with the whole world. Dalia's present, borrowed from Phoenix Wright. A small bottle necklace given to Wright on the day they met. He shows it to everyone. Anyway, so after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating? Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. Oh, fucking help me. What a strange girl asking for a present back like that. By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dalia Hawthorne 8 months ago, it wouldn't happen to have been on August 27th, would it? Huh? Yeah, it was. But how did you... This happened on August 27th, right here in this courthouse. What's this? A newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse. Murder? What are you reading there? Let me see that. Oh, I see. Mia, I think I understand what you're trying to say. And I think I understand why you suddenly took a keen interest in this case. Dalia was murdered in the courthouse and now she's a ghost. You believe... That's her phylactery, Phoenix. She gave you her phylactery. She's a fucking lich. You believe there is some connection between these two cases, am I correct? Newspaper clipping added to the court record. An article from 8/28, almost 8 months ago. Hope you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg. I need to finish this myself. Yes, but I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my dear. Can I read this? Murder in the courthouse. Very little information is being disclosed at this time since the victim of yesterday's incident in the district courthouse cafeteria is said to have been a lawyer. However, police are questioning the 19-year-old female college student who was sitting with the victim. Was he also electrocuted? Well, it looks like recess is about over. We better all get moving. I guess so. That recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, though. To be continued. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Payne, please call your witness. This next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. The prosecution calls Miss Dalia Hawthorne to the stand. Alright, not creepy at all. What the fuck? What's with this stiff silence? In my long career as a judge, I have been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt, to take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit that you radiate a glow of complete sincerity. Evil for sure. I can't believe he actually said that. Oh, now then, witness. Could you please state your full name? Don't worry, sweetie. There's no need to be nervous. If anyone says anything rude, you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size. And I will bash them with my gavel. I love how they look straight at me when they say that. Oh, thank you for calming my nerves. You are all so nice. I almost feel right at home. Not at all. It was nothing. If we may move on now, what is your full name and occupation? My name is Dalia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I just want to say it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. Aw, she's so nice. The honor is all mine. No, the honor is all mine. Well, we know whose milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Aw, man, nice. Sir? Is there something I can help you with? You just go on and say whatever's on your mind. I'm sure there must be some kind of mistake. Feeny wouldn't kill anyone. I just know it. Yes, I can see why you'd say that. Alright, you know what? I'm interested. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. Like, this is way better than the other two introduction cases from game 1 and 2. Like, I mean, like, they were really simple because they're introducing some shit, but, like, this is simple so far, straightforward so far for the most part. You know, I'm predicting bullshit, but it seems fine. But, like, I'm really interested. I have no idea where this is going. Like, what the fuck? She's going to be a tough witness, all right. It only took her 12 seconds to wrap them all around her little finger. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Let's hear what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please. What I witnessed. Oh, I had been planning to go back to Feeny's place after class was over. God damn it, Feeny. Feeny and Dougie, they were talking behind the building. Then, suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. Wait.
Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed.